Play it. Hey man, welcome people. Hope everybody's doing good out there, being safe out there, and starting new endeavors and having successful careers. What we got here, my man, Keith one-time Thurman versus Stanionis. Now, I'm watching a lot of blogs and people complaining and bitching and moaning and bitching and crying and moaning and bitching. And it's like, what has this motherfucking community of boxing come to that when they see a great fight, the first thing they do is try to demolish it and undermine it over the price of money? The fight is a good fight. Both men are worth the money. To me, I feel like if you're going to say that you're a hardcore boxing fan, you should not be complaining about price. You guys spend $80 on crack cocaine and whatever you do in your private lives. Y'all spend more money on prostitution and fucking strippers and y'all crying about $80, bruh. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all talk about y'all support boxing, let alone y'all was talking a lot of shit about Keith Thurman not fighting yet. And it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, people always have something to say. Like, for instance, oh, Keith been inactive, he hasn't been active, he hasn't been active, he hasn't. And then as soon as the man get a fight, y'all bitch asses, and I mean bitch asses because y'all act just like females, man, with female tendencies. Every time y'all get something or y'all get what y'all want and y'all don't have a choice but to eat the shit, because at the end of the day, it's not y'all decision, it's the boxing politics and all that comes with it. But y'all get these fights and immediately when the man is active again, y'all start talking shit again. I mean, enough is enough. If he would have wound up fighting Boots, oh, why there's no title? There's no belt, it makes no sense. And, you know, y'all would have been just sucking mad dog dick from the back. And I gotta come harsh at you motherfuckers because the boxing fans is wishy-washy, ignorant motherfuckers. Y'all be saying some ignorant ass shit, man. This is boxing. Who gives a fuck if it's $80 or $70 or $60 or $100? Listen, man, one thing we know about Keith one-time Thurman is that he's going to put on a hell of a show. And we know Stanionis is a forward fighter, pressure fighter. You telling me that is not a great recipe for a great boxing match? You telling me that that's not worth $80 fucking that we got a pressure fighter against a very technical sound, smooth, fast, on his feet, power in both hands fighter? Come on, man. Y'all be forgetting the type of pain Keith Thurman done put in, bro. Y'all get all wishy-washy when a boxer lose one little simple-ass match, and then y'all act like the nigga got knocked out. Man, Keith Thurman lost by a goddamn close decision, bro. He didn't lose like he got washed up. Keith Thurman was beating the shit out of Manny Pacquiao to the point that Manny Pacquiao didn't even want to run it back. And you know what saved Manny Pacquiao's ass from running it back with the rematch? The fucking pandemic, nigga. All you people get on my nerves with this bullshit, man. And y'all be trying to, like, play Keith Thurman like he's some suck-ass nigga, like he ain't never been here before. Y'all praising this Bud Crawford ass nigga. This dude, man, listen, man, kudos to the dude. Just because he's a good fighter in the ring doesn't mean I have to like him as a person. See, that's what y'all get personally fucked up with, is like, y'all put all these dudes in front of niggas that's been there already. Bud Crawford should have been where he's at right now a long fucking time ago. His resume is trash compared to Keith Thurman. I'm sorry, I don't care. I gotta keep it real. Man, this dude's resume is not better than Keith. His resume ain't even better than Danny Garcia, man. Those two dudes he called out, man, Terrence Bud Crawford doesn't even have a better fucking resume than Sean Porter, and Sean Porter is on his resume. Stop playing, man. This nigga just beat a good boxing already. Oh, Terrence Crawford can beat Canelo. He can beat Canelo. He can beat Benavidez. He can beat Boo Boo Andres. He can beat, man, y'all gonna get this nigga hurt, bruh. But it get back to Keith one-time Thurman, man. Y'all got the game fucked up. This man is giving y'all, he's stepping out. Y'all said him to step inside. Y'all said this shit. All the boxing critics, all the boxing fans said Keith Thurman need to step in there with a hungry young dog. Okay, he's done that. Oh, but what about Boots Ennis? Listen, man, at this point, I already know where Keith Thurman is taking this shit. If Keith Thurman is going to fight Boots Ennis, then Keith Thurman is going to make Boots his Errol Spence or Bud Crawford fight. Because you gotta realize that now Bud Crawford and Spence is screaming out to the tabloids and the blogs, oh, we're never gonna fight him, we're never gonna fight him, we're never gonna fight him. And it's like, nigga, why would Keith Thurman have to kiss these dudes' ass? If he wanna fight somebody great and make a good investment off of it, he might as well let everybody and all the doubters build up Boots big enough, high enough that he gets his highest pay. Okay, because Spence don't want to fight him, Bud doesn't want to fight him. So he's left with Boots. That's his Terrence Crawford fight or his Errol Spence fight. Boots is Keith Thurman's Errol Spence fight or Terrence Crawford fight. If he cashes in now and then these guys still don't want to fight him after he beats Boots, it's Keith is stuck retiring. And if he's not ready to put the gloves down, he might as well save the best for last. If everybody's keep talking about the fight, Keith Thurman will eventually fight Boots. But I'm loving this Stanionis fight. This is a great fight. Him and Stanionis, Keith Thurman are going to put on a fucking show. This is a great main event. And I don't want to talk bad on Devin Haney and Regis Prograis because those are two good boxers. But I'm kind of liking this matchup better as far as Keith Thurman and Stanionis because, first of all, the welterweight division is jam-packed with a lot of talent, right? 140 has talent too, but it's something about the 147 division. It's just on another level. Prograis is a good boxer. He got power. We're going to see how that transition, how David Haney deals with that. But don't be surprised, man. I mean, everybody thought Floyd Mayweather was going to be on this card with Keith Thurman. And don't get it fucked up, man. Keith Thurman can sell out a pay-per-view if he wants to. And with this fight, I believe that he can make good pay with him and Stanionis as main event. All you doubting ass niggas that was talking shit, oh, Keith Thurman ain't got no fight. Oh, Keith Thurman ain't got no match. Oh, Keith Thurman ain't fighting nobody. So don't say Keith Thurman after he fights Stanionis, which I feel he's gonna win, and beats Stanionis, don't sit up here and say no more, oh, Keith Thurman hasn't fought anybody. He hasn't. Yes, he did. He fought a man that had a belt. He tucked the belt. Now you gonna go after Terrence Crawford and take his shit. Okay, because you gotta understand, Keith Thurman is a dog, man. He ain't gonna sit in front of Terrence Crawford like Spence did. No disrespect to Spence, but Terrence Crawford picked Spence apart because Spence was flat-footed and just standing in front of him. Keith Thurman got angles. He has uppercuts. He has body shots. He has footwork. He has a lot of shit in his arsenal. I was just watching one of his old fights with Chavez, and I'm like, man, this fucking punch he threw from an angle, man, snapped this man's head back like a bobblehead so fucking hard, bruh. I mean, it was unbelievable. But what I'm saying is, this is a great fucking main event. If you fuckers are fucking boxing fans like y'all say y'all are, or y'all boxing supporters, shut the fuck up and buy the pay-per-view and stop talking about y'all gonna steal. Y'all some, let me tell you something. Man, I'm seeing niggas with bread that I know. Like, I'm seeing niggas on their podcast and I know they get money talking about they gonna scream a fight. What? If you support boxing no matter what, man, especially a person like Keith Thurman and Stanionis deserve this shot. If you shitting on Keith Thurman over this fight, then you shitting on Stanionis, because everybody is saying that Stanionis deserves a good fight. Okay, now he finally got a name, and now y'all talking about screaming his fucking fight and putting it out there for free with Keith Thurman. Y'all some ass backwards sucker ass niggas, man. All you niggas out there that's sitting up there talking about, oh, y'all gonna scream the fight, y'all some suckers. Because if y'all really want to see a person like Stanionis go somewhere, then y'all gonna support this boxer while he fights one of the biggest fights of his life. This is one of the biggest fights of Stanionis' fucking life right now. He's fighting a big dog. This ain't not no little nigga. okay? You talking about a nigga that only got, Keith Thurman only got one loss, man, by Manny Pacquiao by decision. He wasn't dogged out. He wasn't flushed out by one fucking point. That should tell y'all something, man. That should tell y'all something. Then let alone, after that, Manny Pacquiao loses to you guys? Which, don't get me wrong, you guys is a good fighter, but did you see what happened to him in the last fight? He got his ass destroyed by fucking Mario Barrios. So, in all reality, let's keep it real and let's be honest with ourselves. We cannot continue to talk about we're screaming fights when we say we support these boxers. If we support these boxers, let's support these boxers and buy these fights so we can keep boxing going, no matter what. You never know what's going on in the front. Y'all just looking at what's going on now. There's a 2024 is coming. 2025 is coming. 2026. When y'all keep talking about y'all gonna screen these fights and bitch these people out of their money, and y'all talk about y'all heavy. And we're talking about people that's heavy supporters, so-called heavy, hardcore boxing fans. If you boys and you girls are so fucking heavy on boxing support, then do not screen the fight. Support the fighters. They have to feed their families. They're putting their life on the line for us and our enjoyment. And I don't think it's right for y'all to be just uttering that shit out there like that and saying that and disrespecting these fighters that gotta feed their families. And we're sitting up there hungry and fueling fucking blood and sweat. We are so hungry for blood, sweat, and pain, but we're not in the ring receiving them fucking punches in our faces. We're not getting those mild concussions. We're not the one getting knocked on our asses, okay? We're sitting in front of our TV screens, laptops, and phones watching this shit, and we shouldn't be still in the fight, man. Support these boxers and cut this shit out, man. Keith Thurman, Stanionis, December 9th is happening. We got Danny Garcia on the card. We got, I forgot the other guy's name, but I believe it's a rematch. But either or, all of them are good fights. All of it. Buy the fucking card, buy the pay-per-view, buy Devin Haney's pay-per-view. Listen, good. We got 2 events, so go back and forth and see who's doing what. Whatever. It's not a big fucking deal. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this boxing shit flowing, and let's keep the people happy. I ain't saying pause the boxing news because we ain't stopping no punches. That's why we ain't saying pause, nigga. We don't pause the punch. You get punched in your mouth. So I ain't saying pause the boxing news, nigga. And we gonna be back with some more news, you heard? Yeah.